G'day and welcome back to the Xenophon Gaming channel. This is episode 5 of my Astrometica Let's Play series. So I've done a little bit of adjustment to my base, put in some more storage and sorted some things out. And we got a couple of unlocks in the last episode, in particular the engineer suit. So I think I want to make that now, put it on. We'll in fact make the shield module as well, seeing as we're here. Put that on. So the engineering suit, you see it added a huge amount to my baseline health. I'll need to go and rest to get my health back, or I can use a med kit. Just going to use the rest. Because that will give me some buffer if we run into any more explodey drones, which is quite likely. So yes, we're going to continue our explorations in this episode and look for the advanced fabricator and maybe some keycards for Theta 9 to open those other rooms. Alright, so that gives me 250% of my health in the engineering suit, which is cool. I'm going to drink some water, eat some food, eat some more food. Then I will replace my food. Oops. I've got oxygen, I've got a power cell, I've got many batteries, I have water, and we will continue on our journey. So now, having cleaned out the area near the vehicle lab, and behind it in the nickel and Theta 9, we're going to go down and have a look at this dome down here, and then go on over the top through all of that junk to see what's over there. So we've got at least 3 containers here and a bit of stuff to explore. One of those containers is already open. So let's get our trusty laser rifle out. Oh, come on. All right. Yep. Clearly something to scan here. Hydroponic planter. All right. Done. Organics. Just more food and water. Smelted materials. And suddenly our backpack is almost full. So just gargoyle trees. There's a log here from Alex Turner. It's his emergency chest where he can't remember the code. So we have to put a battery in to open it up. Which is kind of cool. So hopefully we'll get some cool stuff out of it. do we have? Oh, that's new. Iridium, nanite, enameled glass, and a battery and some silver. And we're pretty much full again. So what I will do is collect some fungi, and then we'll just quickly go back and dump all this stuff. And then I shall return to here. We can go forward from there. There was another one over here. All right, so my inventory is empty and I have cleared out everything in here. So now we're going to go on towards the light. So there's some form of habitat room in there. There's a bunch of crates along the way. And this really does use up the power on the Seeker, so I have bought an extra battery as well. So I have 2 full batteries in my bag, but we're going to head to this close dome here. Oh, and there's a signal. There's clearly a pod down here. And some fungi, looks like. Won't pick up any more of that. And here is another piece of the Seeker space plane. So that's 2 of 3. And let's see what we can see here. That's just the locks. Blueprint is good. But I can't pick it up for some reason. Bit annoying. And fertilizer, which is a new thing. That is definitely a blueprint, and it definitely will not let me pick it up, which is a bit annoying. There we go. There's nothing else here. Look like. I'll come back and check that later. And then there's another dome over here. There's a pod down there, which we'll come and get, and there's one over there that we'll come and get in a minute. But here we have a new building type. I'm just going to pop off here. And this is the big living quarter. Large habitat room. And also, if you come out here, you get a solar extension, which gives you another energy for about the same resources again. Let's go and see what's inside. I think that's all that's here. Now, there's actually a lake, which is kind of weird on an asteroid, but very cool. Looks good too. Right, so in order to get in, you must crouch. And then when you jump up, it'll take you out of crouch, and you need to crouch again. So get through. The 0G regulator, which is a new thing. Let's see what else is here. This is not a blueprint. This is a warp coordinate. It's a log. Set up your warp device for testing. Here's your warnings about it. Warp module blueprint. A bunch of stuff about the research he's been doing. He's getting a bit freaked out. I'll just leave that for the moment. I can come back for these things. Another log. Oh, I can scan the chair. What else is in here? So that's a lab chair design. I've already got the bed. More research notes. Something's listening. So there's another blueprint, and this is a bigger storage, which is not obvious when you first look at it. But it's there. So 0G regulator. Oh, and a key card, which I almost missed. So now go and break these down. More fabric. Because hiding behind them. Another entrance. So I'm going to go through. There is another log from Reese Callahan, his lead researcher. And this thing is a teleport station. Well, part of a teleport station. One of 3. There's nothing behind there. Beautiful island poster. Cool. Yes, I still have room. Carbon mine package. So I guess it's carbon of some variety. All right. Right, there's a few things that I didn't pick up, but that's okay. I can come back for those off camera. There is more exploring to be done. I think there is a crate or 2 crates down here. That will probably fill up my inventory. That is more fertilizer, which is used to build the hydroponic stations. Drink some water. Just fertilizer and just like that, I'm full again. Right, so you can use your jetpack when you're in a gravity dome, except you don't get much forward momentum. Oops.
Entering zero gravity.
So that's the direction that we came in from. So over here on the left-hand side, somewhere. Ah, yes, down here. There it is. Another deposit miner fragment, which we definitely want to get. Cool. And then we had, let me just fill my oxygen back up again. And then we'll go and look at that crate that's in the middle. Because in that crate, well, crate is a marker for something else, which I am going to go down and show you. So beyond the crate, between the rocks, there is a cave. And in the cave is a crate. In the crate are a few things, key of which is Alex Turner's card. So he got locked in, and then his body is not here, which is kind of weird. There you go. I will come back and get the things out of that. In fact, I'll show that when I do it, because that's sulfur in that high capacity container, which explodes and can just kill you. So, all right, so we got the deposit miner. I've got the stuff that I wanted, and now I'm going to go back to my base and clear all this inventory out. All right, we're back. I have did my inventory, and I've moved back over to Moxora Island, because we're going to go to the blue and yellow domes over there. The next stop. Also a signal that I picked up called the vertical station, but I won't look at that just yet. Although it does look cool. We shall go in there at some point. I really want to go in here, clear these out, and go to the yellow dome beyond. So,
Exiting zero gravity.
I'd really like to get a tool upgrade for some more damage on the laser. Would definitely help. So I processed the 3 blueprints that I had. I got the fabric recipe, which is good, which is probably why I wasn't able to do anything with the plants, because I didn't have the recipe. And then I got a scan speed upgrade and something else that wasn't. Oh, and the skipper speed upgrade, but I can't do anything with that until I get the vehicle upgrade station. All right, so let me test my theory here. So now I can, whoops, still cannot salvage fibers from the plants, which I should be able to do. All right, okay. Right, so there is another place to look at here. Just got a bunch of stuff in it. So, is there anything hiding? No. Something to scan though, and that would be the part 1 of the advanced fabricator. So I definitely want one of 2. What's that? I think that's just a smelter. Yep. Pre-mine package. I think that means just minerals. Oh, that's good minerals though. There's nothing else in this room. Wouldn't mind getting the wrench. And that looks like a different sort of space plane entirely, which would be cool, but I don't believe it's in the game. But this door now opens. So more minerals. Nothing else down here. And yet another door. Which has the research machine. Skipper poster, a blueprint. Come on. Blueprint box. The hook tool. Which I will make. Because I believe it's much more useful than it used to be. And that appears to be everything in this room except that crate. Which is more fertilizer. So that's emptied. Fungi, which don't really need. Right, so now we will go to the yellow dome, which is over there. It's quite some distance away. So you can see why I waited until I had the skipper to do this, because it's a long way to come. It does look very cool. The game is gorgeous, always has been. Luckily, again, I bought 2 power cells, because I probably will need at least one of them to finish up. So these big asteroids here, you can actually use a deposit miner on. Oh, and there's one there. And there are in fact 2 deposit miners there, but they have lots of nasty drones. So we're just going to go over the top of them for the moment. We're going to land here. Try and land here.
Exiting 0 gravity.
Which is a new unlock. So it's a solar panel that goes on top of the habitats rather than sticking outside the corridor, which is cool. Then there is a building somewhere. Oh, dear. Still can't do anything with those plants. Very unfortunate. Stay safe, people. Right, there are multiple things to unlock here. The display panel, which we saw in Theta 9, with a picture on the wall. The vehicle module fabricator fragment. 1 of 3. The habitat colorizer. That is, I think, just a hydroponics, so we've already got that. Power cell charger we've already got. Blueprints we'll take. Cat poster we'll take. Teleport station 2 of 3. We're getting there. And then we have explodey barrels. You got to be careful when you open these. So once you get it to below 100, you see it starts to burn itself. And then it will explode and you can pick up the sulfur. It has quite a large range, so running around the corner is always advised. It does give you time to get out of the way. All right, that's all of the sulfur. And once again, I am out of space. Right, so you can in fact mine these to get celestite, but I will do that later. Don't think there are any cargo pods here. No, there are not. So I think I will leave this episode here and I will do some admin stuff and pick up again in the Yellow Dome when I come back. So hopefully you've enjoyed the episode. Feel free to leave a like, give me a comment, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Thanks everyone.